Guys, I have really bad news. I leaned too hard on my chair and the back is off. I don't know where the thing is to screw it back in. I know I have it in here somewhere, but I don't know where. And it's very important that I fix my chair first and foremost. But hello everyone. Hello. I'm here. It's Thursday. Welcome to tonight's stream. We're going to be doing the Week 3 Draft League review, as well as whatever the fuck else I think of afterwards. Maybe if we finish Draft League early enough, I'll play Mega Man. If not, I might do like Mario Kart or TF2 or something. I don't know where the fuck this thing is. I really don't want to have to sit in a chair where my back is off. Because then I got nothing to lean on. So this is very important. If I find this thing, I'm just keeping it on my desk, to be honest. Probably be good to have. Maybe I already have it on my desk, to be honest. I don't think so. Fucker. Alright. Maybe it's in here. This is a good stream intro. This is maybe one of my finest works, is trying to find something in my room. Bruh, you do not, understand. How is it easier to find my, iPod Touch that was missing for, 5 years than it is to find this, one screwdriver I need? Bruh. I think I have to live with it for the rest of this stream. Ugh. That's unfortunate. Well, I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having a good night. We are doing Draft League review tonight. I promise. I just feel it's fucking hot in here. I need to turn my AC on. This is as good as we're getting right now. I gotta be careful not to lean into my chair, otherwise I'm gonna have a tumble on stream and it's gonna be sad. Oh. And there's the screw. Pick it up so I don't lose it. Yeah, why don't we just get into it? Say hello, Sienna. My friend.
Well, hello, Sienna.
Thank you. You're so wise. You're so understand. Fuck.
That is sheet up value. Holy shit, that's what I'm saying when I see the draft. And I'm like, holy shit.
You're kind of muffled right now.
Yeah, my mic is still a little fucked up. I'll be real, but it's I'm doing. But let me try and turn the game a little again. Is it better?
Not really.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. My mic is really effed up right now, and I don't really know why. and I did the best I could to fix it. Let me try and like, what's this like? Is this better?
Sounds about the same.
Fucking hell, dude.
Are you not, like, accidentally using, like, a different mic?
I'm not.
Shit, I don't know then.
I really don't know what's going on. I'll be real. Maybe I should try to use a different mic. Oh, let me try to just use the fucking laptop mic. It's better. This is like fucked up, right?
What does this sound like?
Oh, that sounds better. That definitely sounds,
That sounds better. Okay, I'll just use the laptop mic for today, I guess. Cause like, I don't know. It's fucked up. I kept testing the mic and it was just like making awful sounds, and I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the cable. I don't know if there's something wrong with the mic. I don't know if I need to like restart my computer. I don't know, but we'll figure it out later. For now, it's probably. For now, we should just do this. Probably. I'll have to fuck with it more later, but for now, yeah. Let's pull up the sheet. Can you get your screen share up for me?
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Okay! Sorry.
Please.
This is the wrong one. There we go. And let me get that up on Twitch. Yeah, we have some exciting stuff to talk about. Not related to me though.
Yeah.
I sure am draft leaguing. I sure am fucking draft leaguing right now.
Yeah. So first, I think we should probably talk about I want to get out of the way, like talk about it. We did have a replacement happen. If you scroll down through the sheet, you'll see we have a new player. Frig had to drop out of the league just for mental health reasons and stuff. You know, she's been struggling lately, so a friend of mine, Tristana, has taken her place. A couple trades happened. I believe it was Nidoking for Enamorous Therian. Nidoking for Enamorous Therian, Rotom Mo for Tauros Paldea, which is all of them. Or, no, not all of them. The fire and the water one. The pure fighting one is tier 6, and it's separate. And, Weezingala for Surfetch'd. But yeah.
Surfetch'd is kind of boss.
Surfetch'd is kind of scary. It's, like, strong. And it's scrappy. But, yeah. But yeah, like, you know, best wishes to Frig, naturally.
Yeah, of course.
She was struggling. She's been struggling lately, and she just kind of, this was an extra stressor on her that she just couldn't really handle. So we'll have her last match this week, and maybe we should just do that first, considering we have this sheet open. If you click through to the replay, you'll see it. It's mine against her. I would like to pull up her battle theme because it doesn't get to. We won't get to hear it again, so I think we should play it. I have it up here.
Oh yeah, you should send that to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, like to just get it in there.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah. I think we can do this first.
Alright. I'm on my goofy energy right now. We got a nice will-o-wisp in right away. I'm a big fan of your Kama'o's name, Billy and Mandy.
Yeah.
The ancestry sucks.
Simple Sonuts, though.
Simple Sonuts is really good as well. The Hydro into Charizard did a good bit, but Charizard does have Roost going.
Yeah.
The chicken burger. Well, Toxapex is always annoying, but Mr. Craw is quite
SD
strong.
on that
Mr. Craw is quite
strong.
fucked up.
Yeah, I SD'd on that Switch. That was a, like... that was debatably greedy, but also Dragon Claw was only a roll there to kill, so... It was, possible. We trade statuses really quick.
Yeah. I mean, Toxic is never fun to deal with, but I think, like, Mega Scizor getting Will-O-Wisp is... that just sucks for that dude.
Yeah, I decided in, like, before the game that I was down with the trade, with trading that status, but yeah. Here's an unfortunate, or wait, no, we don't see the unfortunate moment yet, but yeah, Mega Caesar, thankfully, is, I don't know, it's still, like, good, so, chill. Thankfully don't get, thankfully don't get Flamethrower there on the Caesar, I bring Como back in,
Damn, that
this
body
Como
press
put
is
in,
nothing.
this Como put in, like, fucking work. Yeah, so this Clefairy was accidentally not Magic Guard, which is unfortunate.
Oh no! Is it Cute Charm?
It must be Cute Charm. But yeah,
I mean, I guess that's better than Friend Guard.
Yeah.
Not the only unfortunate thing like that happened this week.
Yeah.
Good lord, we'll get to that.
Orlando, yeah, I bring Orlando. It's just like, just a quick little EQ there.
Yeah, Lando kind of doing his thing.
Get Dragon-tailed, but Como comes in. The Ice Punch didn't even, like, do anything. This is bulky Como. This is, like, full, like, support Como.
Yeah, this dude is fucking jacked.
Yeah. I'm overcoat, by the way. Oh yeah, and then this was hype to me. You get that you block the defog. just rock on the next defog. And then
it's the perfect plan.
Protect on like the defog / like Volt Switch, and then just like, oh fuck,
Those might be.
yeah.
I didn't have it looping.
Don't die to the Leaf Storm, and then just rock in case it's defog, and then it dies to Toxic. Como did so much work.
Yeah, Kama'o has been like burned this entire match and is still like putting in a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it's Scarf Lando, so it just kind of goes.
Scarf
but
Lando
yeah.
gonna do Scarf Lando things.
But yeah, so I'll talk about my team. RQ, aka real quick is what we like to say around here. Crawdaunt was meant to be like the fucking like
He was
yeah,
meant to be silly and funny and goofy.
Yeah. Crawdaunt was like meant to be like the main breaker on this team because like fun fact, this fucking Crawdaunt +2 like SD Crawdaunt knockoff one-hit KOs Toxapex and fucking and Tank Growth So like, shouts out to that. I went 52 speed, just to, like speed creep. I think it was to speed creep zero speed, like, or just like uninvested Tyranitar. Because then Crabhammer was outgoing that as well with yeah, and then like +2 Aqua Jet was also outgoing. Produkt's really strong if you didn't know, so just like keep that in mind. But yeah, it ended up being that Crawdaunt really kind of just got the Oko on Toxapex and then didn't really do anything. But honestly, that was work. Like, that is...
No, yeah, Toxapex is a fucking menace.
It is really funny to say, like, oh, all it did was get an Oko on Toxapex. It's like, yeah, what, like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there's like maybe 2 other guys in history who have ever done that, and their names are God and Jesus.
This combo was hype. It was overcoat for the sand. So it didn't take sand chip, and then it was like protect so it can get leftovers recovery. Like protect, taunt, body press, stealth rock. Body press is doing like stupid damage to Tyranitar, for no reason. And then just rocks and yeah. Hazel in the chat, like in the showdown chat, said protect Como was the most random move ever, but I think it was good. I mean, for the leftovers recovery, it blocked the defogs. It did. Como was working that game. It was fucking working.
Yeah. Even if it is like a little bit of a random pick, it like basically worked out as well as it could have.
Yeah.
That shit was going crazy.
Yeah. Como was awesome. I'm so glad I drafted Como. It's so good. Nobody thinks about Como. They're like, it's like the least. It's like the pseudo people think about the least, but like, I think it's a boss.
It just had the unfortunate side effect of being a dragon fighting introduced after Fairy existed.
Yeah. Mega Caesar didn't really do anything in this game other than just kind of pivot and like toxic once, which is fine. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes that's just what Mega Caesar needs to do. I don't remember what these EVs were for exactly. They were for something. It's not important anymore. It doesn't matter. Weeval was like a secondary win con if like shit went bad. Or honestly, it was kind of just like a cleaner. And like potential revenge killer if it needed to be. I don't know. It was a few things. Just SD Weeval. It didn't come out, but yeah.
That's sad.
Pretty normal, like, spread.
I hope that Weavile can feel more confident about himself soon.
Yeah.
It's okay to be gay, Weavile.
Landorus was, yeah, it's like Scarf Lando. It's just like, well, this is a friggin' revenge killer, and, like, it does stuff. It just does Lando stuff, and it, like, pivots around, and it looks Earthquake, and, yeah, yeah. I, like, already had typed in Jaundice Kong in the name field, and then I saw how jaundiced the fucking he looked, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, yeah, the Scarf Lando ended up being really, like, important in that game. I'm glad I brought Scarf. And then Rotom just did Rotom stuff, really. I don't know. It like lived. It clicked Hydro Pump a couple times on Zard. It put Zard into like a bad situation, so that was nice. That's basically that. Yeah, I liked this team. I thought it was cool. So yeah, that's my story.
Thank you for sharing your story. My favorite
Frig's paste.
My favorite guy here is definitely Billy and Mandy. I'm gonna. This is my new bit in these streams. Is that for each team, I'm gonna tell you my favorite guy. Billy and Mandy is my favorite one.
Yeah. So yeah, this is pretty normal spreads. There's like a max bulk Excadrill with Mold Breaker, which is kind of interesting. I think it was just to hit Rotom Wash. I do think, unfortunately, Frig probably forgot that Moldbreaker literally announces itself when you like see it, so I immediately knew it was Moldbreaker and not Sandrush. People tend to forget that, and I don't know why. It says it very loudly, like, "Yo, this is Moldbreaker. Hey, hey, it's breaking the mold, bro."
Hey, bro, guess what?
Yeah. Pretty normal Pex, pretty normal Rotom. Actually, I don't know, kind of a weird Rotom. It was like max speed. It's like not like bulky. AV Tyranitar. Max defense AV Tyranitar. Kind of cool. Yeah, the unfortunate cute charm Clefairy. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty normal team. I was kind of surprised by Dragonclaw and Zardex, but you know, you just have to bring that sometimes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes sense against my team because I have a lot of things that are like floating in the air, or that just like Earthquake doesn't do that much to. But normally it brings like Flare plus Earthquake. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's not that much. I didn't work on this team, obviously, so there's not that much not that much insight about it. But yeah,
And my favorite guy is probably Doug the Dino.
Doug the Dino is a good name.
Doug the Dino really went, like... I did pretty good. I think Rotom probably put in the most work on this team, but you can't hate Doug the Dino.
Doug the Dino's a pimp. What can you say?
What can you fucking say?
Yeah, good shit to Frig. Good luck to her. You know, she's kind of been, like, on a bit of a break from, like, the internet in general, and for the past, like, you know, week or so. Cause she's just trying to, like, get her shit together, and, good luck to her.
Yeah.
She's my dear friend, so.
Yeah, Frig, if you're listening, Frig, if you hear this in the future, we care a lot about you, and, like, whatever you're doing, like, at this exact moment, I hope that is making you happier. I hope that you're doing well. And if you're not, I hope that, you know, I hope things go on the up and up, you know? We want nothing but the best for you, always. And, like, I think that her decision to drop out of the draft league, I think, was the right one in the end, because I think it's creating a lot less stress for her.
Yeah. Alright,
That's my serious talk for the stream. Back to goober shit. I have a spam risk call, hold on.
Oh shit. The spammers. Hey, okay.
Sienna's gonna improvise for you guys. I have to take out the garbage.
Hey guys. Okay, guys. So let's talk about what's on the screen right now. What's on the screen right now. We gotta like. I mean, there's my sheet. We can look at my sheet. We can talk about how good my team is. I haven't talked enough about how good my team is, really, at the end of the day. Mega Caesar has 6 kills, because, it's good. Yeah, Mega Caesar is good. Lander Styrian and Rotom Washer are good. So, that's pretty, like, cool. Como is really good. It only has 1 kill right now, but it's gonna get more kills soon. So don't worry about that. Weavile is really, good. So, keep that in mind. It can click like knockoff and like other stuff. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Blacephalon is awesome. I love Blacephalon. Cephalon's so cool. I don't know. My tier 3s are just like really fucking fragile breakers that like do a billion damage and randomly win the game if they want to. And I love that. I adore that. And they complement each other, fire and water. Um uh Florges is like good. I haven't brought Florges game. I've fought a lot of people recently who have like a lot of physical attackers who Florges doesn't match that well up into. So I've only brought it I only brought it to my first game so far, but you know, I think Florges will get more opportunities soon. Florges is really good. So keep that in mind. Talonflame's great. The more I fuck with Talonflame in the builder, I realize how good it is. It learns good like moves. It has a good ability and good stats. It's really fast. Having like a fast, bulky like pivot that like has like flame body and shit and like checks annoying physical attackers is cool and it's fun. And it resists like fairy and like a bunch of random types that are like good to resist. So that's cool. I can't go over like Morgan has the screen. This is the only thing on the screen. I can only talk about myself. This is my curse. This is my burden to bear. Roserade is amazing. I'm gonna bring Roserade to probably like half my games if I had to guess. This is not an indication of any existing plans. It's just kind of like it's really good. I don't even know. I couldn't really justify putting Roserade in in a higher tier than like 5, but like it's so fucking good for 5. It's so goddamn amazing for 5. It's like it is like if you like look at the tiers, like it's like you know like tier 5 is like where like there's a lot of like strong things in it. Like um I think it's pretty close, but it's just I don't know. It could have been tier 4, but ended up in tier 5.
Alright, chat, you have to tell me honestly,
Okay.
did Sienna entertain you? If she didn't, she will be killed. So you have to be 100% honest. You can't have a biased view here. You have to tell me that Sienna was entertaining.
Well, that seems like a biased view, Eve. Not that I want to be killed, but like I didn't fucking say anything about your team, WAFFLOES. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. But speaking of WAFFLOES, though, we should probably pull up Eve WAFFLOES on account of they're both here to talk about it. Thumbs up emoji or more.
Let me get all this shit pulled up. Alright.
Yeah. This is a funny game.
And here's
Hulk Toilet.
Here's Zydog again. Oh, the Hulk Toilet Hulk Toilet got the anti-Zydog tech.
I'm gonna kill Bart! That earthquake did way less than it feels like it should have.
Yeah, Dredagon's stats are like not the craziest thing in the world.
Yeah, it just I don't know. It's weird.
The Garmageddon goes crazy. Clean shot. Absolutely clean shot from Garchomp. Here to remind you all why he was banned in Gen 4. They may have dropped him to UU now, but Garchomp will never die.
Yeah, that U-turn barely doesn't kill. The fucking DD tar.
Which Simpsons character is damn ass whore?
Yoda.
Okay, understands.
The EQ comes in here on Chomp.
Yeah, Garchomp put it in the work. Who could forget about our friend Po from Kung Fu Panda?
I don't know if that crit mattered. It probably didn't.
Probably not, but the fact that that hit definitely mattered.
Yeah. Here's fucking Arctivish.
Yeah, Arctivish is a little silly guy. Not the Meteor Beam.
Yeah, this is Power Herb Meteor Beam Arctivish. if you can believe it. Fucking Hydro Pump. Is it like special Arctivish? Oh my god, the freeze.
The freeze, though. See, that freeze mattered. I don't know what
this draft league has a bizarre amount of freezes. The Z Happy Hour Jirachi comes in, but kind of a fat Hydro there.
The Yachi Berry, but the freeze.
It's frozen.
Freeze, though.
But the rough skin
doesn't even matter.
But the rough skin kills.
And then it's just Corn Tea against the world.
Hurricane Miss. Sludge Bomb. Hurricane Miss.
Yeah, having Hurricane be your main stab is always... You hate to see it.
Sylveon comes in just to fuck around.
Yeah,
just to chill.
At this point, there's nothing that could be done, but it's the honorable thing to keep going, despite that. And you know what? There is the chance. There's the confusion. There is the chance for that.
And here's a Waffle is just showing off and just being like, "Hey, look, I have Z Celebrate. Check this out." And the Hyper Voice doesn't kill. And then it just gets owned. Like Waffle just loses on differential for just by fucking around with the Sylveon, but it's whatever. The fucking thing comes in.
WAFFLOES understands the most important rule of this league. It is the unspoken rule. You must commit to the bit.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways. Let's pull up. Let's pull in WAFFLOES right now. Invite to speak. I'm inviting. WAFFLOES can speak for the first time.
Hello.
All right. Let's talk about this.
All right. I guess I should probably start with okay, going into this match, I was like really terrified of the Zydog and the Jirachi. I knew it was gonna be Z Celebrate Jirachi because like that shit's just crazy, and like you have to be crazy not to bring that.
Yeah. So
this whole team was kind of just built around not getting swept by that. It was less so like making a win con on this team and more so having a not dying and losing con.
Yeah.
I think it did pretty alright with that. the lead Tyranitar excuse me, was like the first thing I pretty much put in this team, like maybe that or Garchomp. I was like, what if I just lead Tyranitar and just like click a move? Like what's gonna stop me from getting like one kill? Like Eve said it, and when we were talking a little bit, like they thought it was defensive, but nope, it's just Dragon Dance, just standard T-Tard, Crunch, Ice Punch, Earthquake, and it was it. If they had clicked Superpower, they would have smoked me.
Yeah.
But I had the Silly so I got away with it somehow.
Yeah.
I forget why I had Pangor on this team. I think I just won priority.
Yeah, yeah. You had the bullet punch there, and then
They didn't really do much other than just come in and die. I probably could have bought Breloom instead, but it is what it is. Slowking taking like 30 from the Jordagon, even though it was like a defensive Jordagon, is like crazy. Like Slowking, even with the weakness, its stats are like what?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I like thought I was surprised that the Earthquake didn't do more, but I guess like it has it's max defense, which I didn't really expect. Usually you have the spit def Slowking, but yeah.
I mean, it's spit def. It's already like 110, so like it can handle both sides pretty well.
Yeah, it just depends on what you're building against, really.
It was a really great draft pick for me. I'm so glad I got it.
Yeah.
The Sylveon I EV to be able to outspeed Zydog after a Z Celebrate. I think just Banded, not Scarf, because that's impossible. But
yeah.
And like wish protect for like passive healing if I needed to pass to like Guard Chomp or Hulk Toilet. That ended up happening, but that's fine. The Yachi Berry was for like any random ice boost, because if I bring a Guard Chomp, like my opponent's gonna have an ice boost. Like that's just what happens in the draft.
Yeah.
Like if you have Pokemon with 4 times weaknesses on your team that are like tier 1 or you're like your Mega, there's gonna be like some random shit like Icy Wind on like Quagsire or some shit.
Yeah.
Like the most random stuff. I sped Crypt Garchomp a little bit because 102 base speed is like barely faster than a Jirachi, so I could put like a little bit into defense. I don't think it mattered that much. Yeah. Maybe there was like an Ice Punch roll there or something that would have mattered, but
yeah,
it outsped Jirachi by like 1 point. And Scale Shot was outspeed after Z Celebrate too.
Yeah,
and then Rocks and Toxic just for like support because it didn't really need anything else. Hail Larry, I'm so glad.
This fucking Mon, dude. This fucking set.
It was so fun. I'm very glad I drafted this thing.
This is the craziest set of all time.
I probably should have put something else other than. I think my move choices could have been a bit better. Like maybe I should have gone Vicious even if I was max special attack, because I thought Meteor being boosted by +2, but just +1. Like maybe I should have put Ice Beam so I could have gotten like the Oko on the Jordagon or something. But it worked out alright.
Yeah.
I believe that is it. This is a really fun game. This was like so intense. A lot of fun.
Yeah. It was a cool game. Alright. Thanks for your time. Let's pull up let's bring in Eve.
Yeah.
And my review is that my favorite guy is Garmageddon. Let's fucking get it, Gar.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Let's bring in Eve. Let's talk about this.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. I have to talk about my failures now. My group of 6 disappointments. Nah, I think my team here was really good. I wouldn't change anything about my team. I think it was mostly the plays that really cost me. So I guess because it was the first to get owned, let's talk. Zydog was here because 1,000 Arrows looked really good, and I put on Extreme Speed as well because like priority's nice, and then the other 2 moves were kind of just like, you know how it is with Zydog, you just put 2 other moves because why not? But I should have pressed Superpower.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, oh yeah, maybe you don't want this to take. Maybe you like want to switch into something that is less valuable than this. But the thing is, actually, when I really think about it now, that T-Tower was kind of the least valuable thing there. So I should have just pressed superpower, really. I just
you gotta attack the thing in front of you sometimes, and that's a mistake.
I mean, it was obviously
a lot of us
like
make.
it was a good hedge because like it was doing a fucking ton to anything, but also I could have done more than a ton.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was unfortunate. That was the first of a couple mistakes. I guess like Droidegon. I think this Droidegon set went hard. This Droidegon did a lot of work. It was basically full Fizz Def with safety goggles. Partially because of Mega T-Tar Sand, but also partially so it would be a Spore switch in.
Yeah, in case Breloom came.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my idea, BTW. So.
Yeah, that Sienna was right there. Glare was also pretty big.
Yeah. Safety goggles is like a funny fucking draft item. It's such a draft item, but it's like it like does work when it needs to. It really does. I decided
he looks a bit like Sideshow Bob, so that's why I decided on a nickname. But yeah, that was kind of like, I think having Stealth Rock up was actually quite big there, but it didn't do enough in the end. Pre-Marina, this was Assault Vest, mainly as a check for Chandelure. When I saw that it was a very kind of physically oriented team, I kind of realized, okay, this is like my least valuable. And so the kind of main thing I did with it was just use it to stop Garchomp from pressing Scale Shot. Because I knew if Garchomp got like an SD and a Scale Shot, it was like fucking curtains.
Yeah.
But
it turned out not being SD, but it was Scale Shot.
Yeah.
So.
It was Scale Shot. Which would have still been quite bad, because it still does a lot of damage without an SD, but yeah. This was like defensive pivot, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Did its job.
Which was Scale Shot is...
Yeah, Scale Shot.
SD Scale Shot is terrifying. It's like, I don't know. It's like, SD Scale Shot Chomp is like the strongest Pokemon of all time.
This Torn was a pretty normal pivot Torn. There's not really much else to talk about. It's like the 4 Tornadus moves. Knockoff. Knockoff was actually for Chandelure as well. I was scared of that thing.
Yeah, it didn't come.
It's also because it was like one of the main things that would stop a Jirachi from winning, but
yeah,
there was another thing that stopped Jirachi from winning, which was me playing badly.
Yeah.
And Iron Hands was like kind of also a breaker. It was Punching Glove, which was like, it means it wouldn't take rough skin chip even from like a Yachi Chomp.
Yeah.
It unfortunately didn't get to do much because I was still thinking, oh yeah, that's got to be a defensive Tyranitar because you led with it. You might have just been Ice Punch just to lure my funny dog, but yeah, then it took 60% after Dragon Dance and got Revenge killed. Keeping it alive would have been quite big, but unfortunately it did not live. And then Jirachi was like, this was kind of a cool set, I think, because it was like, I'm adamant nature on this because I didn't want to lose any defense, but also I have 44 special attack EVs. Yeah, Iron Head plus Bolt Beam is good because Iron Head flinches and Bolt Beam kind of hits everything. But then, and 44 special attack EVs, I remember this was specifically to Oko what was it, Gyarados.
Yeah. And then it probably did more to Fizdef Corv as well.
Yeah, it did a bit to Fizdef Corv.
Yeah.
I really wish this thing got Ice Beam, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's actually quite surprising. But yeah. It was a really close game. It all just kind of came down just that bit of chip on the Jirachi, really. Because WAFFLOES are playing it so well, just like getting Garchomp into my face, being scary with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, well played.
Yeah. Alright. Thanks for your time. Good game.
Okay.
Alright. I guess we can do... We have Bell on right here, so we can do that.
Alright. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Here comes Iron Treads again. Iron... Oh, fuck, I forgot to say my favorite Pokemon on Eve's team. Fuck. It was Drudicon because he was gonna kill Bart.
That Toxic was the funniest thing ever. Yeah, as Eve says in the chat, that was either the world's worst or world's best Toxic click. Delphox just kind of switches into a knockoff here and just like eats shit. Bell does not know what Misty Terrain does for the entirety of this game, for the record. I need you to know this. Takes a future sight though on the Meow.
Yeah, and here comes Jeremy Fragrance.
Yeah.
Who unfortunately
fat fucking flower trick into Arcanine dies from helmet chip.
Yeah, Arcanine unfortunately not being able to do much. It really is world's worst Hark moment. It's a tragic dog moment.
Yeah, this Delphox was supposed to wall this, but it didn't get to do anything. Oops. But hey, it lives the Ice Spinner, and that dies, so that's good.
I mean, the Lilligan did put in some work.
Yeah. That is the craziest U-turn. Fucking Mega Beedrill's so strong. Shadow Ball does fuck all to this Reuniclus, and then yeah.
And once again, you know he's back. Iron Treads. Goodbye, sir.
Earth Power gets clicked.
Hold on, we need to pause. I need to know what was sent.
Attacked by Future
Oh
Sight!
yeah, this is
Didn't
a good
see
fucking...
that coming!
Yeah, Blissey just sits on this.
Yeah, Blissey, classic fat pink thing. Yeah, congratulations
Correct,
to Iron
yeah.
Treads for finally going UU.
The scarf gets knocked off. Unfortunately, the Focus Blast misses, but it also would never have killed there, for the record, because of the Protean. Then just kind of dies with Poison Jab, but it's fine. Fucking Beedrill takes the helmet chip, and then Finny comes in.
Yeah,
But it's still gotta take the Earthquake, and then
yeah, Beedrill.
Beedrill comes in and dies the helmet chip.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Rocky Helmet, Beedrill could have, like, brought it back genuinely.
Yeah.
That was close as fuck. That Rocky
Yeah,
Helmet Swampert is an expert set, because otherwise, if Belle did not have that, she would have lost.
Yeah, so yeah, we can pull up Bell's team, which I, like, built... Okay, so Bell scheduled this match for, like, too soon, and so I was like, oh god, we need to go really quickly, because I've been prepping Bell for, like, all these games, and she's still new. But then I, like, just went crazy. It was, like, 9 in the morning or so. I'd, like, just woken up, and I just was filled with fucking inspiration, so I built, like, the entire thing, and I just, like, reviewed it with Bell, and we barely changed anything. But I'll bring Bell in to talk about it.
Oh,
Hi, Bell.
I well,
Yeah.
I unfortunately don't have anything to say about the replay because I goofed up and I thought that other people were still going and I was deafened.
Oops. Oh well.
I undeafened at the perfect time, I guess, but not the perfect time because I missed the replay.
Yeah.
But whatever, it's all good. It's all good.
Well, yeah, it's chill.
What do I got to say? Meowscarada was new for me.
Yeah.
This was the first game we used it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a monster. That thing is crazy as hell. Like, kind of a revelation, yeah.
Yeah.
Great set on it though. I don't know anything about spikes. I don't know what makes hazards different. I'm sorry.
Spikes is you can lay up to 3 of them, and
Oh shit.
once there's 3, then it
They
does.
stack?
I think 20. Yeah, they stack. Yeah, there's 3.
With
You can lay-
other hazards.
Yeah, and then 3 layers of spikes does
Okay, cool.
25%.
Jesus.
And but like flying Pokemon or like levitating Pokemon are not
Yeah.
affected by it. Lilly is playing a pirated game on Steam. Sorry, I'm sorry for sorry for the call out there.
Wait.
Space War is like a default Steam game that is used for playing pirated games on Steam. Like they like. So Lily's gonna get pwned. Is gonna go to jail for this. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about. I'll talk about the team. I built this. I literally went crazy on this. I was like fucking. So basically, the theory behind this was, Delphox Wish Protect Delphox is max HP, max defense. This was to wall Hisuian Lilligant. Because it couldn't like fucking do anything. Unfortunately, it got chipped. Like Delphox got chipped early in the game because it switched into a knockoff on Reuniclus, and then it just kind of ate shit, unfortunately. But it was a good idea. It was a dope idea. But yeah, it's basically just meant to wall Hisuian Lilligant and just like be annoying to it. Flamethrower, it was a 24 special attack to Oko Lilligant, also with Flamethrower. Willow, Wish, Protect. Pretty simple, just defensive Delphox. I figured there was no way that, and also, the Wishes help support teammates. I figured there was no way that Ray ever expected Wish Protect Delphox. So I just was like, well, this is gonna wall this. Swampert, the idea for this was to wall Harkonine, and it did exactly that. It pwned Harkonine.
Swampert, the MVP.
But yeah,
As
max
usual.
HP, max defense. Pretty normal set, really, but just helmet instead of yeah, and helmet was just to check. It was just to check Beedrill. Just to check Beedrill and Harkonine, which is exactly what it did. Swampert did its job perfectly this game.
Yep.
Kind
of amazing.
This is a normal Blissey. It had to be max HP, max defense. In draft, you can like get away with doing like more unusual Blissey sets. Like you can get away with doing like actual full max Spadef sometimes. But basically the idea with Blissey was it would wall all of the fucking things that are like all of the special attackers on Ray's team, because there's a ton of special attackers, right? But also most of those special attackers get Psyshock. And max defense was basically the only way to ensure it wasn't getting completely owned by Psyshock. There you go. Another pretty normal set: Seismic Toss, Soft Boiled, Stealth Rock, Teleport. A lot of places where like status would have gone on this team, we put like I put hazards instead, just because like of Misty Terrain, which Belle didn't understand, so that's cool. But I did explain it to her like 3 times. She just like didn't listen to me. But it's fine.
Hey.
It's okay. It paid off in the end.
Yeah, the Toxic on the Defog was accidentally the best play of all time, so it's fine. Yeah, I guess I didn't really talk about Meowscarada. It's speed creeping some shit. It was like speed creeping like Latios or something. Like Meowscarada is really fast, so like it doesn't need that much speed. With Scarf, it doesn't need that much speed at all. And the idea was just Scarf just like annoys everything, and it just clicks buttons. Spikes is just an extra hazard, and then like, because it didn't really need a fourth move, that was like an attack, and then Flower Trick knockoff U-turn. 104 HP meant it actually had like reasonably good like bulk. It just had pretty good survivability overall. Which is pretty chill. It wouldn't have died to like any Reuniclus move in that Reuniclus situation, even if it wasn't Focus Blast, which is cool. But yeah. Nido Queen, secondary hazard setter. It was Shadow Ball for Reuniclus, but it didn't really work out because it was yeah, creep at base 110. Yeah, it was Latios then. Yeah, like it was Latios's Latios is a guy. And then Nido Queen is yeah, it's pretty normal. Max HP because it doesn't really speed creep anything, and then just like Sludge, Earth Power, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is for Reuniclus again because it needed to be. You needed to annoy Reuniclus. Like needed a chip on it. I was really scared of like Calm Mind Reuniclus because I was like, if this is like Calm Mind Shy Shock, it could like actually just win the game randomly. But yeah, it was AV, so just Shadow Ball didn't do shit, but also it meant that the Reuniclus wasn't that scary in general. And then here's this fucking crazy Altaria. I think people have been wanting to understand the rationale behind these EVs. Because I did put EVs in 5 stats. So let me pull up the notes on it. I need to like see what they actually were. It was fucking where the fuck is this shit?
You had like 15 different ideas for this Altaria.
Dude, okay. Yeah, basically, it was, so basically it would, the main benchmarks were, it would, speed creep uninvested Finny and uninvested Overquill, not get 2-KO'd by Overquill Poison Jab. I figured Overquill was coming because there was a ton of grass types and a ton of fairy types, so I figured, like, bringing a poison, like, or a bunch of, yeah, it was like bringing a poison type I figured would be good, but it didn't come, but I was scared of Overquill. But yeah, not 2-KO by Overquill Poison Jab, Oko's Latios with Hyper Voice, 2-KO's Overquill with Hyper Voice, generally just clicks Hyper Voice because it's a good button to click, and then Fire Blast, like, Oko some shit, it doesn't matter. But yeah, like it was just meant to hit like 5 different benchmarks, and like Altaria has the stats where like it has like they're really good stats, so you can just like they're really balanced, so you can just put EVs into a ton of shit and have it hit a billion different benchmarks. It's just a versatile Pokemon, so yeah, yeah, and then it was defog. Just there needed to be a removal on this team, so it was the removal as well. It was just a general like bulky thing that could just kind of blanket take hits from things, which ended up working out. It was not calced to live that Ice Spinner from +1 +1 Hisuian Lilligant, but it just happened to anyways because I gave it good bulk in the first place. But yeah, that's that. Any like final thoughts, Bill, on anything?
I'm gay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for letting us all know. That was great.
Smiles,
grins. Which is my favorite guy this time? You gotta be patient, okay? Alright, you've been patient enough. Best guy on this team, my favorite guy on this team, gotta be my man Bruce. That Rocky helmet really went crazy. Again, like, that Rocky helmet being the deciding factor for that game, and the only reason why Bell didn't get swept by that Beedrill is, like, Bruce was the guy. He was that guy.
Yeah. Bruce is the boss. All right, let's pull up Ray's team. Let's have Ray talk about this. Also, I do want to say I built a lot of that team for Belt. Partially, it was because I wanted to like be like a wrathful god because I was mad I lost a Ray last week, so I like try harded that team. So that's part of it
Well, it
also. But hi Ray.
Hi.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, so I definitely think I made a few missteps here.
Yeah.
I don't think AV or Uniclus was a bad choice, even though now I know Calm Mind would have been the scarier Uniclus set. I just really wanted something that could tank hits from Nidoqueen. So I went to the damage calculator and I saw that Nidoqueen does like 80% with Sludge Wave to Feeny, so I got really scared.
Nidoqueen numbers are stupid. You'd never think that 75 special attack's gonna do that, but
Yeah. I also
Life
do just want
finds
to
a
say,
way.
like, I ran the numbers. I think that even if Swampert had not had a Rocky Helmet there, I still would have lost because Poison Jab does not one-hit KO max defense Blissey at 2-hit KOs, and Blissey would probably just kill the Seismic Toss.
yeah.
So that's
but yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, the AV Uniclus. Pretty normal Beedrill, clearly.
Yeah, normal Beedrill aside from being adamant, but I knew that there wasn't really anything I needed to be Jolly to outspeed. I knew Scarf Masquerado was coming to be able to outspeed it, but
Yeah.
not much I could really do about that.
Yeah, what are you gonna do to fucking outspeed Scarf Meow? It's not happening.
Yeah. And you're not ready for next week when I bring that like max defense Fell Stinger Beedrill I found on a random Poke Paste.
Yeah, anybody in the chat who isn't part of the league, if you type any number from 0 to 2 or like 1 to 255 in Poke Paste, you can just get like random like numbers. Like you can just get it like you can just get like people's weird teams that are old and they're really funny. Let's see what like 60.
Gonna get banned from Twitch now.
If Twitch can't handle a little bit of big gay fucking balls, dude, then I don't want to be on this site anyways.
That was the fucking best possible one that it could have pulled up.
I just picked like a random number too. I didn't like think about it at all.
Fucking so. Oh god.
But yeah, Lilligant is a very normal Lilligant set. Not really too much to say about it. I think I brought out Lilligant and tried to set up too early. I was just assuming for some reason that Altaria would not have a whole lot of HP or defense investment and would die to +1 Ice Spinner.
Yeah, and I mean, I was assuming that too. Well, I was assuming it would die to it, but I mean, it didn't. Alright, might be good.
Alright, so Treads has done kind of nothing 3 weeks in a row for me, which is pretty funny. Like, to be fair, this game, I was very sure that I would get the free Rapid Spin because Bell would not keep Nidoqueen out to take the Future Sight and die to it. But she did do exactly that.
Yeah.
I kind of don't remember the rationale behind bringing Scarfini. I think there was just a lot of stuff I wanted to be able to, like, speed control.
Yeah.
Because, like, it doesn't really matter that it outspeeds on Scarf Meowscarada because it was going to be a Scarf Meow, but, like, it can outspeed... Yeah, expect to outspeed +1 Altaria, and probably... Yeah, and Delphox.
Yeah.
So that's, like, good to have.
Yeah. Then, Arcanine, I mean, this is the most normal Arcanine set ever. But
Yeah,
like,
not a very great game for Harkonine.
he did just kind of get cooked out like
Yeah.
completely. But you know, it happens. Like one funny calc I wanted to mention about Harkonine is that like if Harkonine had like not just died to the helmet chip, flip turn is a guaranteed uninvested
Yeah,
flip
that's not
turn.
surprising.
Yeah, I mean it is a 4x weakness. It's just really funny. Anyways, yeah. Any like final thoughts?
Nothing really, I guess.
No. Alright.
Alright. And my favorite
thanks for your
Pokemon of this team
Oh, yeah, here.
is gonna be Iron Treads, because you know what? This dude keeps coming in and doing fuck all, but we love that for him. He is the ultimate underdog. One of these days, he's gonna do something, and it's gonna blow all of our damn minds. It's gonna be the greatest moment of the draft league. So you gotta keep your eyes on the Iron Treads. You keep seeing him come in and do nothing because you're not ready for him to do something. Okay?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for some Iron Treads action.
For sure. Alright. Thanks for your time. I wanna pull up you and Sauzels.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is
This
there's
is
some unfortunate moments here.
this
But,
is like maybe my most tragic moment of the entire draft league.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I got Super Mecha Death Christ in here, but then I realize it's going bad for him. So we just bring out the motherfucker Mike, because who can really stop the Dirge? I guess Rotom can, because I got scared. I actually know why I switched.
That Volt Switch did way too much damage.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna pivot anyway,
yeah.
so it's not the biggest deal in the world for me, but it did a fuck ton.
Gets the shed tail off, but
Yeah,
just kind of-
I forgot about a very crucial thing, which is that Skarmory can do that at any time.
it's kind of immediately this is why, for the record, some people are like, why is Orthworm tier 3 with shed tail? That's crazy. And then it's like, yeah, it's because it's because you could just bring like a lot of things to stop it.
Yeah.
You gotta play well around shed tail.
I made a big blunder with the Great Tusk and not bringing Rapid Spin, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fumbled the bag on that one.
Up.
I did get the Scald Burn, though. The Scald Burn was
Also,
quite nice.
The Psychic Fangs back there, just for the record, anybody who doesn't know, Psychic Fangs break screens like Brick Break. And many people don't know that. That is just a fat-ass knockoff from the fucking...
Yeah, I probably should have anticipated that would kill.
from the guy.
But it was also, like, my switches were limited in general because of all the hazards up.
The Brick Break is fat, and then, yeah, Icicle Crash here.
Yeah,
but
I meant to put Icicle Spear, I fucking put Icicle Crash, and I feel like the world's biggest dumbass because of it.
Yeah, and then we get a very fucking tragic miss. This was literally loaded dice.
Baxcalibur was running no item.
Fucking...
I have never, like, I was
ultimate
like...
tragedy.
Unironically, I was, like, tilted. Not at Hazel, but I was tilted at myself because I was, like, thinking the whole time, how the fuck did I miss that? I've used, like, Baxcalibur in, like, 90% of my, like, OU games in the past, like, few months. How the fuck did I miss that?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, Starmie just kind of... Dude, Starmie's good.
Yeah, Starmie's
Fun
good
fact
as
about
fuck.
Starmie. Starmie's really good. But Aurora Veil's also really good, so the fucking does jack shit.
Yeah, at this point I was just kind of screwed.
That Ironhead, Dusk comes in, but it's just like
I'm realizing I kind of had, like, not a lot of attacking power on this team, but that's okay. Great Tusk is a funny guy.
Yeah, Scrum lives the CC real quick and just Brave Birds that ish. But dies the helmet and recoil. And the Orthworm just kind of, well...
Yeah, Orthworm is looking death in the face. And by God, he's smiling.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, let me explain every mistake I made, because this is probably this is probably the least I've cooked. This is like the shittiest team I've built. For one thing, like, Bax was my win condition. Bax was my win condition, and I put the wrong move. I mean, Brick Break, I think, was wise, because, like, realistically, I was thinking, like, okay, my last move is probably going to be Earthquake, but then I was thinking, is Earthquake even really that good in the Sauzels team? And, like, I came to the understanding that it wasn't. Because, like,
it doesn't hit Hydreigon, it doesn't hit Rotom, it doesn't hit, like... it doesn't hit, like, fucking... It doesn't hit... It doesn't hit, Guy as hard. It doesn't hit Gambit as hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like...
Makes total sense.
Brick Break was just, like... It worked. It worked. I think Brick Break was the smart move. I was really worried about Gambit, because listen, I'm an OU player. I know you gotta respect Gambit. Always. Gambit is a fucked up dude. Do not mess with him. That fucking Icicle Crash, dude, I literally meant to put Icicle Spear, and I'm never gonna, like, forgive myself for, like, fumbling the bag like that.
Absolutely, like, that was a winnable game if it was Icicle Spear, and that just sucks. That was, like... yeah, it's just fucking happens sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes you fumble. I like at one point in my you know, last draft league in RevCore draft league, I accidentally brought Dragon Dance on Choice Band Crawdaunt. So, like, you know, I've been there. I've made mistakes before. I barely won that game still, but, like, I was without Aqua Jet because I was originally gonna run Dragon Dance, and then I just forgot to fucking use Jet. I forgot to put Jet on it. But yeah, we all make mistakes sometimes. Sometimes they are a big problem, but it happens.
Sometimes you're at the top of the world, and then other times you're Icicle Crash loaded dice backs.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Bring Hazel in here. We can talk about... Well,
I talked about one Pokemon.
Oh, damn. You're right. I'm sorry. I got really... I like... Come on. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You're trying to kill me. You're trying to kill me.
I'm trying to kill you.
I'm already down. I'm already down. Okay. Orthworm is a pretty standard set, to be fair. Like, the only weird thing is Mental Herb, because I was, like, a little scared of Taunt. Like,
yeah.
Taunt didn't end up getting brought at all, which is, like, you know, it's whatever. But it's, like, what else is Orthworm gonna do? I guess, like, theoretically I could have done Citrus, but I was, like, thinking, like, that probably isn't that worth it, because if Hazel really wanted to fuck with Orthworm, just, like, speed creep that bitch with, like, some of her, like, lesser guys.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it in my mind. I was just like, I'll get the one Shed Tail and it'll be fine. It was not, in fact, fine because I got Whirlwinded, like, immediately.
Yeah, you gotta, like, probably do research in the future to see if they have Whirlwind versus Taunt, because some teams will, like, only have Taunt or stuff, but just happens. But yeah.
Great Tusk I also fucked up with. I really think I should have just gone for attacking moves. Because, like, Stealth Rock, like, yeah, I don't know. The kind of teams I'm running, I don't really care about having a bunch of hazards up to begin with. I think Rapid Spin would have been higher value for me. But, I mean, Knockoff is funny. Knockoff is funny.
Yeah, I think you kind of need, like, I don't know. I like, in the future, you probably need to bring more, like, more offensive Tusks.
Yeah.
Because, like, I feel like just Tusk, like, complements, like, the ice type, like, offensive mons so well. Just for breaking stuff that, like...
Yeah.
And, like, you can still bring, like, Rapid Spin even on, like, an offensive Tusk and just, like... Yeah, but, I don't know. It's, I don't know, it's weird. Tusk has, like, a lot of sets, and sometimes you get, like, pigeonholed into thinking you need to run, like, the glue bulky Tusk, or, like... Not necessarily bulky, but just, like... You know, a Tusk that'll do more, like... More utility than necessarily just, like, clicking buttons. Sometimes it just needs to click buttons. Yeah.
Ninetales is, it's just Aurora Veil. It's just doing the same shit. I'm not a huge fan of Toxic, honestly. I think like, probably in the future you're not going to see the Toxic Ninetales, because it's been shooting off at nothing. Is it shooting off at nothing because, like, the thing that likes to go into Ninetales the most is Steel types, and they're all like, hi, I love Toxic, I love sludge in my face, please feed me more.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Dirge is just like, it's Dirge. Dirge does the same shit always. You are never gonna see me do anything else with Dirge, because Dirge is Dirge, and Dirge is, like, the best guy in the game. I mean, it didn't do a crazy amount in that game specifically, but,
it has, like, 6 total moves.
Yeah.
You know, it's just Dirge, maybe.
It's literally like, do you want Will-O-Wisp or Yawn, and do you want Hex or Shadow Ball? Those are your...
Sometimes you can go... Sometimes you can go, like, Spadef instead of Fizdef, but it's just...
Yeah, I probably should have gone Special Defense for this game, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. Find someone that thinks about you like Morgan thinks about Skeledirge. Literally, like, nothing needs to change about Dirge. He's perfect the way he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could use Flame Charge if I went, like, absolutely crazy and out of my mind. And, like, I don't know, it probably could work as, like, a surprise gimmick, but I just... He's already perfect.
Does Dirge learn Trailblaze for no reason?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna check right now. But anyway, you can keep going.
And then Slowking. Slowking was also just kind of like, do I want Flamethrower over Psychic? And I kind of determined because, like, I don't know, I was never really gonna hit the Hydreigon if I didn't have an Ice move, so maybe that was something to consider. But also I knew that Hazel had quite a few Steel types, and I was like, weighing it down, I probably wanted to hit the Steel types more than Hydreigon. I mean, like, I was losing to Gambit as well. I probably should have figured in my mind I was losing to Gambit as well, but at the very least with, like, Skarm, I was like, no, I need, like, Flamethrower. That, like, Scald is good, but also, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I, like...
probably need to consider, like... You do keep bringing this, like, modest, calm mind Slowking, which is scary in its own way, but it also, like... You do get pwned by stuff sometimes.
Yeah, but he's funny, though.
That you might not otherwise get pwned by. But, you know... It just happens. You always gotta be, measuring the stuff. But yeah.
I mean, honestly, given how much I fucked up with my team building for this week, I could have done, like, way worse.
Yeah, Slowking's fine.
Which is fucked up because this is the game that I spent the most time preparing for, and it's also by far my shittiest team. It just fucking sucks. But that's okay because you know what? They tried their best, and I'm an unbiased judge. I would never rate my own Pokemon because it would be Dirge every time.
I'll tell you my favorite of this team. It's Ninetales, because it was max HP this time, and it wasn't max HP before. Max HP Ninetales is annoying as it's hard to kill. So my favorite is Yeti.
Yeah, named after James Rolfe Cat.
Yeah. So now let's pull up Hazel's shit. Let's bring this character in here. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I, woke up 10 minutes ago.
Happens.
So, I brought some sturdy guys.
Yeah.
I brought some HP into this game. Everything except Hydreigon has a bunch of HP run on it. I just noticed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I spend a lot of time worrying about this matchup because Morgan has some strong guys surrounded by, Bumpo's bag of tricks.
Yeah.
So a few iterations happened with this, and I consulted Sienna a bit on this, which resulted in basically the covert cloak on King Gambit, which was important to give me the bravery to switch into Slowking that one time.
Yeah.
Which ended up being on a Calm Mind anyway. But I would have been... I don't know if I would have made a different switch on that turn if it hadn't been Covert Cloak, but I at least would have been extremely scared about that.
Yeah.
King Gambit also has 132 speed to outspeed bulky Skeldurge, which is, again, a bit of a scary gamble to assume that I'm gonna be faster, but
yeah,
it would have been, but it didn't end up coming into play.
Yeah.
But it was kind of nice to have that, in my knowledge. So yeah, I brought answers to various gimmicks. I had Whirlwind. I often have Whirlwind, but here especially it was for Shentail. I was like, when I was in the early stages, I was like, oh, I need to bring Whirlwind for Shentail, and then Sienna told me to bring. It was looking at the Skarmory and was like, oh, you should bring Taunt for Shentail, and I was like, oh yeah, Taunt for Shentail.
Yeah, and then we were like, oh wait, Whirlwind for Shentail, and it's like, I forgot Whirlwind existed.
Yeah, you tricked me.
my funny bird doesn't have Whirlwind, so I can't think about that.
Yeah.
Talonflame doesn't learn Whirlwind. Fun fact, everybody.
That's goofy.
Well,
it doesn't want to go last ever, so That's why.
Um,
I've got Psychic Fangs for the screens, for the Aurora Veil. Hydreigon is like partially secretly for why not,
yeah,
because it's a special attacker that's immune to Mirror Coat.
yeah.
I briefly had Bennett on the team for why not, because it's a physical attacker that's immune to counter, but Bennett sucks.
Yeah, we always talking about, like, I don't know. I think like, was Skarm originally Toxicroak? Was that like what that was? I can't remember.
I don't
I think it might have been.
remember. I think Toxicroak was here at some point.
Toxicroak
Oh
was
yeah, 'cause
like,
I was like, oh, I want to click close combat on shit like
yeah.
Earthworm.
It's very like, Hazel will forget that, like, WAFFLOES playing Jeep Rock Galactic. Come on now. Fucking. I'm gonna roast everybody who opens a Steam game. So sorry, all Steam fans. Yeah, it's very hard to convince Hazel not to bring Toxicroak to a game. Any first draft of a team Hazel makes will probably have Toxicroak on it.
It's
Fun fact.
secretly the best Pokemon. I don't know.
It's fine.
It puts
is
close
funny.
combat good.
But yeah, you had the, and it was timid Gleam. What was Gleam for again? It was like,
Oh, hi, you were talking about Screamtail.
yeah.
Yeah, so Gleam hits backs harder in the snow, and it was also something else.
Was it, was it Tusk?
Tusk,
Or-
that's right. Tusk
yeah.
Tusk has very bad special defense, so it does like 40% to 252 HP Tusk,
Yeah.
which is insane.
It was some good number. It was good to
Yeah.
have.
And then stealth. This pink orb has been such a consistent rock setter. It's
It's
insane.
so good. It's fast and it's bulky.
Yeah,
It's like it's like it's
it can
the best, like, rock setter.
it can just go in and out so many times in the game.
Yeah. And that, like, the synergy it has with Gambit means that you can bring it in on a lot of things that are trying to, like, take advantage of Gambit and then get knocked for free.
It loves steel type friends, so I can just like wish and switch into Gambit or Skarmory so many times.
Yeah.
Say Skarmory is, or not Skarmory, fucking Starmie. I have been saying like Skarmory instead of I've been saying Starmory like so many times recently. Starmie, it's got flip turn and rapid spin because
Good moves.
yeah, they're good moves. I decided I didn't need Hydro Pump because
Doesn't hit that
Psychic.
much.
Yeah, Psychic hits Tusk really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the game, I realized, like, after the fact, like, I probably could have brought Starmie at the end against Tusk instead of Skarmory and gotten a better differential, but I was just, like, scared of huge special defense on Tusk.
Yeah.
But it would have, like, had to have been max special bulk Assault Vest Great Tusk when I saw it click Stealth Rock earlier.
Yeah.
So... oh well. Thunderbolt did what? Thunderbolt was for Slowking mostly.
Yeah.
Just in case that interaction happened. And also for things, just neutral hits on like Mawile or Orthworm.
Yeah, he has Cloister.
Oh yeah, Cloister too. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's the reason I really wanted to bring.
Oh, now Waffles is playing Peggle Deluxe. Come on now.
What the?
Come on now. Anyways,
that's the reason I really wanted to bring Toxicroak was for the vacuum wave tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a double status Rotom because Overheat and Volt Switch do so much work on their.
Keep going.
Waffles is opening Peggle Deluxe so many.
Overheat and Volt Switch do so much work on their own that I've been able to just like play with the last two slots over and over. So yeah, I brought Will-O-Wisp for I forgot to check, was Bexcalibur Thermal Exchange or Ice Body?
I'm pretty sure it's Thermal Exchange.
Okay. I was thinking like it might have been Ice Body and that could have hit that. And then also, of course, for Great Tusk.
Yeah.
Which I did click it against, and then it turned into a Slowking and also missed. I ran a bunch of special attack on it, which is why that Volt Switch did so fucking much.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, I want my Volt Switches to do a lot, and hey, it did.
Yup.
Hydreigon was briefly sub nasty plot.
Yeah.
And that was bad. And stupid. And Sienna was like, hey, that's bad and stupid. Make it Scarf. And I was like, hey, that's better. It doesn't have Draco because I was thinking if Dragon Dance Baxcalibur got brought, which it did, I was like, oh, it's probably gonna be chipped. Because I have a lot of things that can just click a button, besides Skarmory, but if that's out, it can just Whirlwind.
Yeah.
So, Flash Cannon just like, I was like, it does enough. It did like 60. And then also, there ended up being no removal on Morgan's side.
Yeah.
So I could just stack hazards forever and get that much chip just from one round of hazards.
Yeah.
Which was a little sad for Bax, but and also, of course, Screamtail was also meant for just like eating up anything that Baxcalibur did. Like you saw in the game, a critical Icicle Crash did only about half.
Yeah.
Screamtail getting burned was annoying. That's why I just sacked it later.
But yeah. Any like overall final thoughts? I guess.
Oh yeah, Hydreigon also had like Fire Blast for again Orthworm. At the beginning of the game, I've been thinking like, oh, Dark Pulse probably could have been a good hedge and would have like done a lot on that switch, but I also didn't know that Orthworm wasn't citrus.
Yeah.
So that was because it did like 59 to 65 or something. So that would have been in the still allow a Shedtail with citrus range.
Yeah.
Which I wasn't a fan of, but I don't know. I like Pokemon.
Yeah, me too.
Yay!
Overall.
I understand
Overall.
where I went wrong.
What?
I didn't
like Pokemon.
No, I didn't bring Cloyster.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That's what went wrong. It all makes sense now.
Anyways,
Does
I
I forget if Scarf Hydra got outspeeds +2 Cloyster? I don't think it
I don't-
does. I
yeah,
doubt
I don't
it.
think so.
Fuck! I could have brought Cloyster and been the real one.
Morgan.
Yeah, because
or-
I
wait,
didn't
no,
bring
not
that
Morgan.
vacuum
Alright,
wave. So.
Hazel, do you know if Mike's around or no? I just
let me shoot him a message.
yeah, trying to like see what's up with that.
I didn't get a favorite Pokemon named on my team.
Well, you were my opponent, but I could name a favorite Pokemon if you want. If you want. My favorite
Prepping my
one
hands.
is my favorite one is probably my favorite one is Hydreigon because he stayed in his lane. He was
stayed in his fucking lane.
It was fucking respectful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did it only click Fire Blast that entire game? I think it only clicked that Fire Blast that did like less than 20%.
Yeah, he was fucking respectful.
Yeah. Pudding is a respectful guy.
Yeah.
Your favorite wasn't Starmie?
Listen, I can't count fusions in here. It's unfair.
Damn.
So,
okay, is Mike's game like the last one? Sorry, I
No.
missed most of this.
No,
Okay, so
we have a couple more.
I can wait for his reply then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just
Okay,
keep me posted if
alright.
and if he's at like work or anything, we can bring you in to talk about it. I suppose.
He's threatening people in a different chat.
Okay.
Okay, no, wait, he's typing.
Oh, typing. Okay.
Oh, he's available. He's available.
All right. Let's do that then, because Faye's here. We can pull it up. But yeah, thanks for your time. Let's
Okay, I'll get the hell out of here.
yeah, bitch. Okay. Let's pull up Mike versus Faye.
And for everybody who's Team Morgan in chat still rooting for me to win Draft League, I'm still not last, technically. I'm still not last. We're not out yet, Morgan Nation. Let's go.
Yeah, it's still in the running. You can like even with a 3-5 or like 4-4 record, you can still technically make playoffs. So like, you know, it does depend on how other people do, but you know, it's just the nature of stuff like this. But yeah. It's totally doable. Morgan Nation is not out yet.
Never stop believing. Okay?
Yeah.
The problem is that I haven't been giving enough respect to Cloyster. And that's what it boils down to.
Simple as. Alright. Let's get this going. But yeah. We have the fucking we have the Vanillix lead. But instant sunny day to replace the fucking snow.
The Focus Sash Salamence is kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. I like it though.
Yeah, so Ironhead like Moxie. Trapinch kind of successfully scares it out because the first impression would have killed, and then first impression chips Slobo pretty good.
Yeah, first impression. I didn't even realize Trapinch got first impression. That's crazy.
Yeah. No Mega here, but doesn't die at least. And that's Elements is gone. Quick Blizzard. But what-oh, Z Sunny Day. What-oh, Solar Beam.
A quarked up white boy getting up to mischief.
The quarked up white boy.
I mean,
pretty good Fiery Dance. Gets the boost.
Anybody who's been paying attention to my thoughts throughout this entire draft league already knows which one on Mike's team is going to be the MVP.
Yeah. The Scald actually kind of does a lot, but, yeah, Sunny Days to live the Scald. And then, real quick Fiery Dance. Doesn't get the boost, though, which is pretty important. And then this second Sunny Day, I don't know what that was. This is kind of shit. Whatever. Dumb Eyes comes in, clicks Anchor Shot, which actually does a lot. But it still dies the Heat Wave. The Ampharos just kind of, it just full switches here. Trapinch, it elects not to click First Impression, and then it clicks Rock Slide as like a weird hedge against Zatu after getting burned, and yeah. It's not looking good for the Trapinch Nation, but at least the First Impression still kills through the burn, because Trapinch is actually strong. But it's over now. Kind of a BM roost there, just to let it die from the burn damage, and Faye wins, despite the fucking sick Z Sunny Day.
Yeah, that Z Sunny Day went crazy.
But yeah, let's get Faye in first. I think just to talk about. Faye's been waiting for a while. Let's get Faye in first. And, you know, we usually do the winner first for the team review.
Hi, hello.
Alright.
I just want to say for the record that if I remember right, the Rock Slide miss and Scald Burn did not matter.
Yeah. It was there. We did some calcs and it was like not that big of a deal, but it was like still like
Zatu would have like just barely clutched it out.
Yeah, but it still like looked bad either way.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
anyways, like, I definitely should have like done like physically defensive Zatu. I think like I don't know what I was thinking with special defense, like because like I was like prepping like I was trying to do. I made like a Superman team, if you know like Gen 3 words, like well it's like none of the only hazard that really like two of my I was capable for like Magic Guard and just ignoring hazard, and then like Slowbo would just like regenerate off the hazard damage, and then like as long as I can keep Stealth Rock off, then like Zatu and Salamence were like completely fine. So like
yeah,
and like so like the Zatu was like to bounce like the two like Stealth Rock setters that Mike had were Metagross and Gastrodon, and for whatever reason I decided to like put in special defense for Gastrodon instead of fucking. Like I put in like Heat Wave for Metagross, but then special defense for Gastrodon for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I did like physical defense, and like I would have. If I did like physical defense, and then it would not have been as close. And then like Gastrodon wouldn't have been like as big a threat either. And like I probably should have known that like Magic Bounce probably would have been like scared Mike away from using Gastrodon in the first place too.
Yeah.
And anyways. Yeah, like I decided to like draft bringing a bunch of people who like didn't care about spikes because of Samurai Tasui.
Yeah.
Like who didn't end up coming in, but like if he did, if he did, then like the spike would have, even a single spike would have added like a lot of pressure on Raiko, because he did end up being like the carrying a lot of this game. Like it would have been made up for, because like I was like planning to, like I was partially planning to like counter lead Samod with Raiko, but then like because of the trap inch, I would have done like, if it was like trap inch plus Samod, then I would have done like Clefable and like got rocks up, which would have meant that like, it's like if he did get spikes, and like Raiko would have had one less switch in to Iron Moth, but at the same time he'd also killed one turn sooner with the stealth rock damage.
Yeah.
And also I wouldn't have gone parried by the Sunny Day, because it would have made, it's like Thunderbolt would have just been a 2-hit KO instead of like a roll. But like Scott plus Thunderbolt was a roll, which is why like I ended up, like I had like a pretty decent chance to just not kill if I Thunderbolted on the Sunny Day. So like I probably would have had to like pivot out anyways. This team is a lot more like offensive than the teams I brought in like the previous games, because of like fucking, I did not want to deal with dancing around Iron Moth or like Enamorous. Like if it was like mixed Enamorous as a wall breaker with like super power and Moonblast and shit and Earth power. Like I did not want to dance around that, so I decided like it's just like I would just have like Raiko as like, I would just have Raiko to just like outspeed and Oko with Thunderbolt, and then like Scald for Iron Moth, and like I did not realize like I was like not prepared for Z Sunny Day as nothing.
The Z Sunny Day like, went kind of fucking brazy.
Yeah, like I probably like when it was like when I switched the Slowbo in on Trap Inch, I probably could have done like, done something different, like teleport to Clefable to get rocks up, or like Future Sight and then manually switch to Clefable.
Yeah.
Just to have like the Future Sight up and like scare Iron Moth from coming in. It's like Future Sight does Oko Iron Moth, if I remember right. So like that could have also like protected Clefable for a bit, and like maybe also like she would have taken damage from manually switching in, but then like she probably could have gotten an opportunity to get rocks up that way. Also, like, I should have absolutely gotten a revenge killer somewhere in here, because, like, I did have, like, Autotomize Vanillix as, like, a cleaner late game, but that's not the same as speed control, and, like, I ended up not getting a chance for that in the game. Like, Vanillix I did, like, kind of let it down, because, like, I was like looking at like how many Pokemon on Mike's team were weak to ice or freeze dry, and I was like, I remember like a couple nights before I was like trying to look at, I was like planning my draft, the team for this week, and like I kept thinking back to like, oh my god, ice moves, oh my god, I didn't click Vanillix on this thing. I was like distracting me because like late at night. Oh, apparently according to Hazel, like the Sunny Day let Zatu 2-hit KO the Delmize too.
Yeah, that was not a good Sunny Day.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Do you have any like major like final thoughts? Like overall. You got most of your.
Oh,
It's your guys'
Yeah,
coverage.
I haven't talked about Salamence, but like it was like focus sesh because like again like I did have the plan to just like completely just like deny Rocks from going up with Zatu, and then like Salamence flies over any other hazard that Mike could set up.
Yep.
Which is why I decided on the focus sash.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't like planning on this Salamence to be a win condition in this game. Just like as a wall breaker to like it's like just like get rid of like something like anomalous or like meta
which
glows.
it did. It did its job.
Ideally I would have wanted to kill Iron Moth, but Mike did make the right call and just preserve the moth and let other things take the fall for it. Oh yeah, and on Clefable, like the 12 special attack EVs is so that like if like 12 special attack meant that like if I got like rocks and then hit Samurott with a Moonblast, then it would die to rocks on the next switch in.
Oh yeah.
And for like I did like bias special defense on Clefable a bit for the sake of like Ampharos.
Yeah.
Encore. What? I have to like remember what I was like thinking about with Encore. Like what would I have been looking for? I don't remember. Probably would have been like something good.
And my favorite guy on this team. Oh, you go first.
Oh, I just remembered that like I was also preparing for like if Mike was trying to bring like substitute sword stance Tapu Bulu. I think that's what Encore was for.
Yeah.
And like dual wing beat on the Salamence would have like broken the sub on the first hit and then killed on the second.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright.
And my favorite guy is my man, the Happy Smiler. I think I think Raikou put in some good work that match, and Assault Vest is cool. I mean,
Raikou's like has amazing stats. It's like fucking, it's like kind of nuts. I don't know.
The people
it's got 90, 75, 100 bulk. It's got 115 speed. That's a pimp. That's a boss.
Yeah, he is pretty bulky for that speed tier.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good.
But yeah.
And I mentioned it this earlier, but like I could have like made shiny Salamence and either named it like the Green Grinner or like your favorite Martian. I forgot to do that, but
yeah, well,
Jersey Devil's like all right.
Alright. That about it?
Yeah, that's about it, I think.
Okay. Alright. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Let's pull Mike. Let's pull Mike in here and let's pull Mike's fucking noted partner in crime in here as well. If Hazel wants to come in.
Hello.
Alright. So
I choked pretty bad.
Whoopsie!
So, I mean, you already guessed why I tried to use the rock slide on Trappage. The reason I went for Sunny Day on...
Yeah, I don't think I've heard this.
I think I got greedy with the idea of having Trapinch kill a lot of things.
Yeah.
And my reasoning was, it's going to be an obvious Scald. I'll go ahead and just set up Sunny Day so that when Trapinch comes out, the Scald won't really do anything, and I can just hit hard.
Or you can click first impression.
Yes, counterpoint, I'm not good at this game. But yeah, that was I think I just need to let Hazel's words come through more of just click the button.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
like
but-
in the situation you were in, you were like worried. Oh, I just can't kill this Reiko. But I mean, that's where you fish for a crit. That's
I
where you're
guess
just like,
so.
oh, maybe I'll get a crit.
Yeah, I was happy to see that Fire EMZ Sunny Day started like cooking a little and just like
Yeah.
letting Iron Moth do what it does.
Yeah. It really was. Like, I don't know. The sunny day solar beam sequence was utterly perfect. It was exactly what like needed to happen.
Yeah,
And,
that was so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The
We
one
can
thing
talk
I
about
was
like particulars. Yeah. One thing. Yeah.
was the unfortunateness of Alolan Executor not being able to pop off Trick Room.
Yeah.
That would have been fun, but I think at that point I was just like, I think I was thinking that Aurora Veil would show up
Yeah.
because I thought Faye would read a switch there.
Yeah.
But no such luck.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then Trapinch, first impression, obviously fantastic.
Yeah.
Earthquake, obviously rock slide, but to give it some damage output against things like Salamence, if need be. Superpower was so. If I remember, when I was doing the calcs in the event that Bisharp with an Eviolite showed up, I think
Yeah.
Earthquake was not.
Bulky Bisharp didn't die to Earthquake.
Yeah. So it was just for that. And if I remember, I need to just double check what other Pokemon Faye had to see what I was. Oh, yeah. It was also there to do some stronger damage in case Ursaluna or Lopunny showed up.
Right. Lopunny probably just died to Earthquake. It's not that bulky, but I don't know. Maybe Superpower was necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had, let's
I think
see.
That strong.
True.
It's strong for a little guy, but it's still only base 100.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Oh yeah, for Alolan Executor, we also put Flamethrower on that. Along with Eject Pack, which the idea was pop off Trick Room, then once Trick Room is popped off, use Leaf Storm or Draco Meteor to do damage and Eject Pack out.
Mm-hmm.
Which would have been very fun.
if there was a Leaf Storm and something that didn't take a lot comes in, because God, Salamence probably isn't switching in on an Executor. Too scared of the Draco Meteor coming out. So anything else would have just been trapped by a Trapinch and killed. Yeah. Or maybe just bring out if it was Salamence or something, then Ampharos can just come out and do its thing.
Yeah. And then with Enamorous, Contrary Superpower, obviously combo, yeah. Moonblast, Healing Wish, and then Grassna I know was put on there for Ursaluna as well, because I was very concerned about Ursaluna.
Ursaluna's annoying.
Yeah, I did have a good response with Delmise if need be.
Yeah.
I think Anchor Shot was put in there to deal with Clefairy, or what was it, Clefable?
Clefable, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also as just a way to, if something is in there that doesn't like the type matchup, force it to stay in.
Yeah.
Brick Break was, I think, in the event that psychic or light screens got set up as well.
Yeah.
as
Oh,
just
yeah, I
doing-
saw too.
For Aurora Vale.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah,
too.
yeah. Aurora Vale. Duh. Hello.
Really?
The good move.
Let's see. I put, and I'm just explaining the like not obvious moves because like some Pokemon like Ampharos, Dragon Pulse, and Volt Switch and Thunderbolt are always going to be on there.
Yeah, more or less.
Reflect, I think I put on there because I was scared about a lot of physical attackers coming out. And usually just have a free slot on Ampharos anyways.
Luna, Mence, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, Corked Up White Boy is very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Got that Solar Beam that did exactly what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, that was a great feeling.
Yeah.
I do you remember the reasonings for some of your defensive spreads? Because that's usually you just kind of usually do that on your own.
That's a good question.
Like on
I don't
Trapinch
know.
Delmise is really odd.
The some HP, some defense. EVs are not something I have gotten like down yet.
Okay.
I kind of just like I know the concept of it is to be like, you know, if the enemy team has a Pokemon who does special attacks and my special defense is like, you know, put in just enough so it can survive a move if need be. But I don't know. I kind of just put things where I think it would be nice.
Yeah. Sometimes you just feel it out.
Basically. Yeah. I think maybe just with Delmise, it was just trying to anticipate physical attackers with some defense, make it a little bulkier.
Yeah. Something. Wait, that's a plus attack nature. Yeah, and I mean, max HP would have let it more comfortably take the heat waves.
Yeah, I should have realized there was going to be some move like Heat Wave on Zatu. That was very unfortunate.
But yeah.
Well, yeah. Again, you're still learning. You don't know some of the common sets.
Yeah.
Especially on rarer Pokemon like fucking Zatu.
Yeah. Do you think that's about like that covers most of it? You have any like final thoughts overall? Either of you, I guess.
I promise to get good.
All right.
And that's it.
And my favorite guy on this team is, you know him, you loved it. It's gotta be Quarked Up White Boy. That Sunny. That Sunny Day really did go crazy. I don't think it would always literally be Quarked Up White Boy, but basically every game so far it would be Quarked Up White Boy.
Yeah.
But especially this one with the Z Sunny Day. That went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Very fun strat.
Thanks for your time, gamers.
Yeet. Adios.
See you later.
Okay. All right. What do we have left? We have we have a few people. We have a few matchups where we don't have. Yeah. So we have left. We have. Guess we can do. Yeah, we can do Charlotte Ellie.
All right. How many games do we have left?
Just Charlotte Ellie and Diana Lilly. Why Lilly? USA Lilly.
Got it.
Fucking.
Does Quarked Up White Boy have swag though?
Yeah.
Does the Earth have water on it? Come on.
Alright. So I prepped Charlotte for this game, and Eve prepped Ellie, and it was very Well, I'll talk about it when it's time.
Well, let's see what happens.
Eve and Hazel, and I like also helped Ellie. With Ellie, there are a lot of fingers to pie. Frankly.
Well, can you guys keep your fingers out of the pie next time? I was enjoying a nice meal without them.
So this is an instant T-spikes, but also instant Thunderwave on the Sneasler, which sucks, because that's Scarf Sneasler, so it immediately loses its, like, speed control. This triple axle does jack shit. Ellie has no grounded poison type, so the T-spike's really scary.
Yeah, T-spikes fucking suck in this case.
Yeah, Grimsnarl comes in, the Spirit Break does, like, way too much damage, but...
Grimmsnarl is, like, so, like, intertwined with screens that you kind of forget it can do other things ever.
You forget it has 120 attack.
Yeah! It's, like, kind of fucked up. But nobody thinks about it because they're just like, he's the screens guy. Well, what if he's not? What does that make him? Just a sad idiot who does nothing?
It's kind of like toxicking against this fucking superior here. Knocks the leftovers. The fucking toxic, and then the toxic kills here. So yeah, making a lot of progress. But unfortunately, we have this Mantine is not gonna wall this Charizard because it's actually mixed DD Thunder Punch. The haze happens, but it's a little too late. Bronzong loses its balloon. This was actually an unlucky roll. It was heat-proof Bronzong. It probably should have lived that, but it didn't.
Yeah, and now
and
Charizard goes fucking crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just kind of... The DD on the Protected's kind of crazy, and then, yeah, it just kind of clicks buttons from here. Didn't even need that speed, it just kind of did that.
Yeah, Mega Charizard Y hits like a fucking truck. Holy
I don't know what this
shit.
sub was, but yeah, it's so strong. Just kind of randomly sacks the Mantine, I guess to maybe try and get more HP on Gliscor. But unfortunately, Gliscor doesn't really have anything to hit Zard, and then Buzzwole also doesn't really have anything to hit Zard. That CC's actually does like way more than you'd think, but yeah, it just doesn't work out. Yeah, kind of an unfortunate case of just like the exact perfect counter set getting brought against Charlotte.
Yeah, Mega Charizard Y is fucked up.
The DD Thunder Punch kind of went brazy. Yeah, I guess yeah, so I guess we can pull up Ellie's team. I guess we can like pull in Eve if she wants to talk about it a little bit, because she helped prep Ellie and kind of came up with some of the sets. So we can like, I guess maybe we can have her to come in if she wants to.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my more successful strategic spring there. Not everything hit. A lot of this was actually Ellie's idea, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was Sienna's idea, to be fair.
Yeah. I like double dip, which is something I try not to do, but I just like Ellie basically DM'd me and was like, Eve said she can't really prep me because she feels like she's like sick or whatever, and then like Eve just prepped her. Like, Eve just like woke up in the morning and like had good ideas and sent them to Ellie anyways, and then it just like, that's how it happened.
Yeah.
But then
I mean, it was more that like Ellie asked me to prep at like 5 in the morning my time.
Yeah.
And then I just decided to have the ideas in the morning.
Yeah. Wait,
yeah, really, like, my contribution to this team was this Grimmsnarl set and this Charizard set. Which
really
to be fair, were the
most,
MVPs.
Yeah, they were the most consequential things.
So essentially, what I said to Ellie was essentially, I saw like with the very kind of like, because Charlotte can go for a very like annoying Volt turny structure that could like fast pivot on everything. There's one thing that's a faster pivot than that lot of Pokemon, and that's Prankster Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
So I decided, like, I told her, like, do parting shot, Thunder Wave on Grimmsnarl, and, like, try to slow things down for a Charizard.
Yeah.
Charizard and Serperior, really. And then I gave her this Charizard set because I noticed the only fire resist, like, the only really sturdy fire resist on Charlotte's team was the Mantine, and Mantine does not have good physical defense, and Charizard learns Thunder Punch and Dragon Dance, so
Yeah.
there was actually no attack investment on this.
Yeah.
We just didn't need it.
It was timid or honest, yeah.
Oh yeah, another funny story about prepping Ellie. I told her about, like, oh yeah, you could run a Serperior as, like, the 4th move on a... Not Serperior. On Serperior you could run 4th move Aromatherapy, and I didn't actually neither of us realised until literally the second the game was meant to start. You can't run both Aromatherapy and Glare on Serperior.
Yeah,
It's a weird kind of generational incompatibility thing.
Yeah. But yeah.
So we just replaced it with, like, taunt.
Yeah.
This was like Cell was like just like a secondary, like, sweeper, like, cleaner thing. Pretty, like, normal. It kind of covered the rest of, like, I think this was mostly my idea. But, like, yeah, it's just kind of a secondary cleaner because I have pretty good coverage overall, and, like, it hit a lot of the stuff that, like, would get, like, pwned otherwise. Like, or a lot of the stuff that, like, you know, a lot of the stuff that would probably get removed by other things, so I could clean up afterwards. And Celestial is cool, and everybody likes it, so keep that in mind.
I should also mention that this Charizard got so lucky against that Bronzong, because we did it after the game. We worked out that was that flamethrower had I think that was a 20% chance to kill. So
yeah, something like
and then
that.
it was Power Gem on the Bronzong. So
yeah, it was scary. But yeah.
And my favorite Pokemon of the roster, I bet you people are thinking, well, obviously it's gonna be Charizard, because Charizard got the sweep. Fuck that. Charizard, he's pretty cool, but I gotta give it to my man Grimmsnarl, aka Olimar. Yeah. He got that great Spirit Break in, and Pikmin 4 came out, and that Thunder Wave.
Yeah, that Thunder Wave was genuinely, like, so huge, because it turns out that that was Sneasler was Scarf.
Sneasler, yeah. Which I guess we can talk about Charlotte's team now.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Eve. Thanks
Thank
for elaborating on some of the stuff. But yeah, I kind of let Charlotte have free reign on most of this. I didn't try to go too hard on it, but I came up with the general concept of this, which was just like, okay, let's wall things. Let's be like kind of annoying stall with toxic spikes is like the win con. And so it was like, well, like Sableye will kind of wall like other stuff. Like Sableye can be Sableye Gliscor can be like general walls. Mantine can wall Zard Y. And then like Scarf Sneasler can be like an annoying little like revenge killer and like general nuisance that clicks things after it sets up the toxic spikes. But a few things happened that were problems. So number one, and you know, I don't mean this. I'm partially throwing Charlotte under the bus, but I'm also like I'm blaming myself because I think I fucked up like with not like actually looking at the team close enough when I was like reviewing it right before the match. This Gliscor set got like messed up. Kind of. It was supposed to be like first of all, the speed investment's wrong. It was like it has too much speed for no reason, but it's fine. Yeah, it's sub because okay, what happened was I was like, I think originally Defog was on Mantine, and I was like, I don't like defog on Mantine because XYZ. I don't remember the exact reasoning. And then, so I was like, okay, put defog over sub, and then they put defog over, like, something. I don't even remember what it was over. It was, like, over, like, Rexlight or something. I don't know. There were, like, a few iterations of the set, but they all ended up having substitute. It ended up losing Stealth Rock, and it ended up losing Rock Slide. And both of those really would have changed the game a lot. If Rocks had gone up, it would have really been a big deal, and if Rock Slide had been there, it could have lived a move from Zard and killed it. But unfortunately, this substitute stayed for some reason. I don't know why. Which sucks, but it happens. Sometimes there isn't communication when you're prepping, and yeah. But, this Buzzwole was just kind of like, I don't really remember why it was expert built, but it hit stuff. I think it was like wing beat to hit fucking Slitherwing, because otherwise Slitherwing got like, otherwise it couldn't like do anything to Slitherwing. It was just generally kind of a weird little like annoying like mixed bulky attacking thing that like could bother all of the things that are like not like super like all the things that it like can resist it with kind of this Bronzong was all Charlotte. I just decided to let Charlotte cook on the Bronzong. Unfortunately it wasn't quite perfect. It didn't quite work out. But I think that I do firmly believe this Bronzong could have cooked if it was just positioned better. I still believe in Charlotte's Bronzong antics fully and completely.
Yeah.
I literally just had no notes on the Bronzong.
What was it with the Charizard as well? Like it literally being a range and just tragedy.
Yeah, unlucky range. Although the Power Gem wouldn't have killed, but it could have like let something else kill it. Like
yeah.
So yeah, the Mantine was just kind of unfortunate. That was really the deciding factor. It was just like, yeah, it was this DD Thunder Punch set, and it completely beat like Mantine, just because it was not like, yeah, like there was nothing it really could have done against it. You know, sometimes you just have that matchup problem where you just think like, oh, this is great because we do the toxic spikes and the rocks, and you just like, yeah, like you just like hazard stack and just like stall and win, but then sometimes they just have a really good set and it surprises you and you just kind of lose. And I don't know, that's just something that happens in draft sometimes. Sometimes you don't prepare for a variable and you get surprised and you don't have the tools to really outplay it. And it happens, but, you know, I think that Ellie had a cool-ass team, and I don't really regret, like, the concept behind this team, even if the Gliscor was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, overall, it was a game of Pokemon that was played.
And my favorite one is Hee my gem, because that is his gem.
Yeah, it's a good... My gem!
Charlotte is, like, probably the best at coming up with nicknames. It's, like, a hard battle between, like, which nickname I like more. Hee my gem or Snap Stipply.
Yeah, Shapeful Disgrace is good, too. And, yeah, there's just some good nicknames here, really. But yeah.
Charlotte may have lost the match, but they have won the war of nicknames.
For real. Alright. Now, let's pull up, our last game here. Got Lilly versus Diana. Lilly's, Hakate Heck Razors, which is a name that I had to pick for Lilly, because she could not come up with a nickname. I gave her a team name. I gave her a very long time, and she could not come up with a team name. But it happens.
Yeah, Lily's also a famous non-swearer, so it couldn't be Hellraisers.
Yeah, I thought Heck Razors was really funny because she doesn't swear. But yeah.
Which makes it even funnier that she's a part of the motherfucker league.
I will request that this game be played on slow. Because, honestly, the chat is one of the best parts of this game. And, I think it's important. It gets kind of crazy. This is an important also reminder that, yeah. So this is the turn 1 Thunder in the rain, which actually doesn't kill Basket Legion female. Basket Legion female is kind of nuts, kind of brazy. Shadow Ball, but it's Sash. I don't really know what this Trick Room was, I'll be real. It's like,
it worked
I mean, it did actually win. Like, it actually was good, but it was also, like, Hi, Bug.
Really
the Mel comes in and doesn't kill you. Throw the game, but yeah. Yeah, Diana basically was in this game just telling all the nicknames were like throw or please be nice to me or don't win or like whatever, and then like all the fucking like chat messages were just like people were just heckling. But yeah, this was a fucking smells like stupid.
This is this is doing psychological damage to Lilly.
Yeah, Lilly, remember if you win, it make me sad. Normal people would lose on purpose. It's really weird to try and win. If you want to be normal and be seen as regular and respected by peers, you need to lose. Lilly, stop the Pelipper.
And Lilly is just stone-faced throughout this thing so far. She has not said a word. Which, honestly, I respect.
Smile if I win.
Because Lilly, you know, she gets like very anxious very easily, but when it comes down to the wire and she has to win a game of Pokemon, she has no mercy, which is the proper trait. She does not fall for the psychological tricks.
No infiltrator on the Noivern, and then the Hurricane actually kills you. Go into this. Please don't hurt. Yeah, Mob is in the chat. Mob doesn't know anything about Pokemon. Mob is just here to heckle. Lilly, I think you need to consider Diana's needs for a moment. Everyone's like trying to deal psychological damage to Lilly, but Lilly is literally. Come on. Throw the game fainted. I will fucking. You can scroll up and look at some of these chat messages.
Oh my god.
Fucking. This is really immature. At least let Diana kill everybody. Lilly finally chats. She says, "I'm sorry." It's not okay. It's actually so uncool what you're doing. Like, I thought we were friends, but I guess not. I can enable the timer. Problems occur. Then I'll win. Don't enable the timer, please. I'm thinking. Are you calling your friend a problem? Like, it just keeps going.
Listen, Lilly, if you're watching this right now, you did the right thing. Everybody else in this world is against you. Everybody else wanted you to throw that game, but you have earned my respect. You have earned my respect for staying stone cold in the face of all this heckling. You have stood strong.
Also, notably, the fucking timer gets turned on. Okay, so they keep talking about like, oh, like Lilly keeps talking about like, I'm gonna turn on the timer if you like keep stalling this, whatever, like that, like don't be like whatever, and then like fucking like Diana's like, don't turn on the timer, whatever, and then like Diana just like turns on the timer and then like lies and says like, yeah, I already made my move, and then it like tricks Lilly into leaving and reconnecting. So you see Lilly disconnect and reconnect and then click Hurricane and win. It's so fucking funny. I don't like.
This is like maybe the most like fucked up match ever.
Yeah, it's like yeah,
I support Lilly in standing strong against this like blatant BM.
Yeah, you've said like you've put it perfectly in the chat. Like this needs to never happen again, but it rules. Like exactly, it's like please don't do this more. But like God, it's so funny. And it's a good reminder that you can turn off spectator chat in the showdown chat if your draft league, if your fellow draft league members get a little too rowdy. We have a lot of goofy gamers here who love to fuck around, but it happens.
It's okay. They all know that it'll never happen to me because everybody knows I don't give enough of a shit. Like people can try and say something like Morgan, you fucked up, and I'll just be like, okay. Cry about it.
Okay, bro.
Looks like it's affecting you more than me. What do we even say about Diana's team? This is like, I don't even know if like the sets are important because it's just like the psychological damage that this is like trying to do to Lilly. Because again, like, Lilly is a very naturally, like, anxious person. She tries to be, like, a very kind person. Yeah. So, like, this is, like, like, trying to play exactly into her own fears. And it's fucked up, and I won't stand for it.
I will note that I didn't prep Diana for this game. I actually prepped Lilly. But Diana did DM me and said, I don't feel like building fully this week. Can you just tell me what 6 Pokemon to bring? And I was like, okay. And this is the 6 Pokemon that I listed, and is the 6 Pokemon that got brought.
Lilly, stop. Please don't hurt. Be nice, please. It's rude. I'll smile if I win. Throw the game.
Something about Lantern's stupid face would throw the game and getting me.
You can make like a funny, you can make like a funny ass image from this, like immediately. Sorry, I have Shrek open. I have this like one person being racist to Japan about Shrek open. Because I sent a screenshot to Jen. Because I wanted to make fun of this person who is being racist because of Shrek. Not that guy. Yeah, this is like really good. Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
Lol.
This is the ultimate takeaway from the Hannah's team.
Yeah. I guess now we can like pull out the we can pull up I guess the finish, or wait, we have Lilly's team. Sorry, I forgot we have Lilly's team to look at. Let's look at Lilly's team.
Yeah, hold on. I'll send this in the Discord, and I don't think you're in the Discord Pokemon War, but I'll just like send it in chat for you. Here you go. Now everyone in chat can have throw the game. Okay, right. Now we can talk about Lilly having an actual team.
Alright. So Lily's literal first idea was, I'm gonna bring Sash, Thunder, Gengar with Trick Room. And it did exactly what it needed to, really. It did a bunch of damage to something, and then it clicked Trick Room, and then it clicked Thunder, and like killed it, and then yeah. Pretty like, it was fine. It's Gengar. It's good. There was basically like no way for like Sash Thunder lead to like not be good in that situation. So like you just do it. Vikavolt was like a forgot the third stat EV on Vikavolt. Lol. It's fine. So people do that sometimes in draft, and it's like it looks like bad on you, but it also is like it doesn't matter. Like you can just like it's chill. You just don't have your. It doesn't. I don't know. It's 1 point of one stat that is.
Aw, man,
tertiary.
what if you needed it for, what if you needed the 1 HP for, like, oh wait, it's already max HP, never mind, who gives a shit?
Yeah. But yeah, like, the Vikavolt was basically as, like, a Trick Room sweeper, in case of Trick Room, like, happening. We had the Indeedee that was Trick Room Healing Wish that didn't, like, show up, didn't do anything. Yeah. This Azumarill was Belly Drum Trailblaze, which was a really good bit, because Trailblaze is obviously, like, it's grass coverage, it hits some of the water types, and then Belly Drum, and then it eventually would just be, like, it would just eventually just be, like, really fast and doing 1 million damage because of, like, rain-boosted Belly Drum liquidations, and it would just kill shit. So Azumarill, like, I don't know, it's fine. It didn't end up really getting to do anything. I don't even think it came out, yeah, Punching Glove Mel, this was for, this was just for Hawthorne. It basically was just, it could, like, double Iron Bash, and then, like, Superpower, which is exactly what happened against Hawthorne, so, shouts out to that. Pretty simple, pretty shrimple. Yeah, this Indeedee is, like, really normal. It was synchronized instead of Psychic Surge, just because it was meant just for the Trick Room Healing Wish, and, like, Lilly was afraid of having Psychic Terrain up, because it would block the Aqua Jets from Azumarill. And then, this Noivern's just kind of, like, defogger, like, little, like, utility thing that also can click fat, and also, like, a revenge killer that can click fat, like, Dracos and Hurricanes. But it's a pretty simple guy. Yeah. I don't know. Overall, this team's, like, not a lot of it ended up showing up. Like, you just saw, like, Noivern, Mel, and Gengar. I'm pretty sure. It's, it's like, hey, that those are Pokemon that, are real. Yeah. That's Lilly's team.
And my favorite guy on this team, I gotta give it to Airbud, because you know what? Airbud didn't accept no shit. Yeah. Airbud didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. It was real. You wanna, pull up, I guess we can pull up the rankings. The rankings are not really accurate, but, like, they're fun to look at anyways. Like, they are not accurate because people will not have the same number of games, but, like, they really won't be accurate until the end, but, like, it's fun to look at. It gives you a general idea of how people are doing.
I'm not last.
I really shouldn't be, like, I don't know if I should be #1 right now. I probably should be Lilly, but it's, like, it's supposed to be rewarding opponent remaining more than lower opponent remaining more than lower, like, more than higher remaining, but it's like, it's goofy for now, because it's not how it's supposed to be exactly. Also the rankings still say Frig. I gotta fix that later, but I forgot. But it's okay. Tristana hasn't played a game yet. But yeah. Yeah, we have, yeah, Morgan is skating by, not quite in last place.
Somehow.
We have, yeah, but yeah, up at the top, it's, who else could it be but, Sienna?
Who the fuck is that? Why do we let her in this tournament?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I wonder if she would have. I wonder if she drafted Landorus Therian or not. I don't know. It sounds weird.
That would be
Like,
kind of shitty of
Kagura.
her to do.
Yeah, I think she might be a tryhard. I'm not sure.
Honestly,
We have Lilly. Lilly is currently 3-0. She's the only person who's 3-0, which is really good. If she goes 4-0, then like she's fucking nuts. I don't know. Like, Lilly has an amazing roster, low key. She's really scary to prep for, and she's like good at the game. And you know, early on in the league, she was kind of not that like whatever, but now she's like, I don't know, she's getting really into it. I'm like excited to see how it goes on. Ray's been doing great. Lost this week, but I'm confident that they're gonna keep doing well. Even if, and eventually Treads will do something. Hazel probably gonna keep doing well. Probably going to sorry for the spoilers. Probably gonna get rid of Mega Bayonet after trades at the end of this week. And that'll probably help things. Canada Lilly, the Anti-Diamond Union group, is the representative of the Anti-Diamond Union group is 2-0. She took her she skipped a week last week. She had her bye week last week, so we'll see how she keeps going. Rillaboom's fucking crazy. Rillaboom's like the best Pokemon ever, so that's always a fright. Eve, of course, we expect to continue to do well. Ellie's kind of a weird dark horse. You don't know what to expect from her. She is gonna play her like third week this week. Because she did have a bye the first week. And we'll see how she does. She's fighting Lilly this week. The USA Lilly. She already fought the other Lilly. It's so confusing. I want to try to start using the team names, but I'm not used to it yet. Yeah. WAFFLOES is great. WAFFLOES is 2-0 right now. We'll see how they do this week as well. A lot of crazy sets out of WAFFLOES. Hard to predict. Real killer, yeah, that's true. Bell's prospects are fucking good. Bell's exceeded, like, I think basically all expectations by anyone's accounts so far. Kind of the dark horse of the league right now, and I think that's cool. I'm proud of her. Yeah. Charlotte is always fucking unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. And so, you don't know... They might have lost the last 2 weeks, but you don't fucking know what's gonna happen. You never know.
If you think you can predict Charlotte, here's the thing. You might see Charlotte's position now and say, oh, Charlotte's not doing that great. Charlotte, you know, Charlotte's kind of falling behind. Here's the thing. Yeah. Charlotte is the most unpredictable person here. Charlotte could win every single game, like, going forward, just on, like, sheer chaos law.
Yeah. It's always a threat. Always a threat. Charlotte could win by cheating, yes. And Charlotte also has $5, which is worth noting, so you gotta keep that in mind. Diana is, like, in an interesting position. I honestly think that if she keeps prepping, and, if she, like, you know, she didn't really prep against Lilly, and she didn't really prep against, like, you know, for, like, yeah, but, like, if she, like, preps and, like, thinks about the matchups, you know, I think Rain is fundamentally strong, and I think especially with the remaining matchups that, like, that she has, like, I think that, like, most of her worst matchups are behind her, and now, like Rain is fucking good. Rain is like fundamentally strong and scary, even in draft. Like even if it's predictable, it's like you actually have to check all of the like Rain muns, which is hard. It's really hard. Yeah. Yeah. And like Faye and Mike, I think everybody. There's no person who is out of the running for playoffs right now, and I think it's exciting. I think we have all good players, and I think it's really just up to how people like apply themselves and prep and like give it their all. And I think that that's exciting. I think that like that's kind of the sign of it being an exciting league if like it's really just the deciding factor is really just who wants it more. That's exciting. That's cool. It means that there are no guaranteed outcomes for any matchup, and I think that's hype. So I'm excited for the league to continue. Next week will be week 4, and after that we'll have some trades. So there'll be some interesting shakeups, and we'll have to evaluate. And we have a new player now with Tristana, and we'll have to evaluate the kind of state of the league after that, and it'll be exciting. Draft League is very fun. Pokemon is very fun. You can enjoy Pokemon, and you can play it on your computer or your phone or on Game Boy or more.
Into the Morgan Nation, it may look like I'm down low. And yes, I've lost every game, including, for spoilers, week 4's game. But
yeah.
I've consistently had, like, some of the better differentials. I haven't gotten, like, 5-0'd or anything yet.
Yeah.
I've been good about that. I'm still in the running. I will never give up until the last game, and if they say, Morgan, you're out of the runnings, I'll be like, okay, sorry. But other than that, it's not over till it's over in baseball. Or in this case,
yeah.
Pokemon, but, like, that's, like, the same thing to me.
Yeah, no, this is baseball, it's fine.
That's pretty much the exact same
thing.
This is
literally baseball.
I've played Mario Superstars Baseball on Wii, and it's like the same thing.
Yeah. For real.
Not a single difference. It's actually crazy how they got away with releasing the same game twice.
Yeah. They need to fuck off. But yeah.
This is our briefest Draft League review yet.
Yeah, it wasn't like 3 hours this time.
It was only almost 3 hours.
Yeah. People got a lot of stuff to say about their
Yeah.
stuff, and that's good. We like insight around here. We like thoughts and feelings and ideas. But I think that does conclude it. But yeah, thanks everyone for tubing in. Now I believe it's time for Morgan to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do
Yep.
for the rest of the stream. So but my opinion, Chinese checkers. You gotta play Chinese checkers forever. So
I've never played Chinese checkers in my life.
and now you're gonna play for the rest of your life. So good luck with that. Bye bye everybody.
Alright, well, thank you as always to my co-host Sienna. She's much more knowledgeable when it comes to this kind of thing. I'm just like a fucking schmuck who does things because they're funny. And really what I've learned a lot from Draft League is I still think I am a good Pokemon player, but I am no team builder. I'm not. It's not my skill set. And, like, also, best of one is kind of outside of my skill set, because I kind of, like, especially, like, playing OU, I kind of, like, absorb knowledge very quickly. Like, I see, like, okay, this Pokemon might be, like, meta-relevant. This Pokemon does this Pokemon does that. I try and learn the roles very quickly, but, like, best of one essentially requires me to do it on the fly. You know, I can't, like, bullshit, like, my first game and be like, okay, I know what this guy does, I know what this guy does, let me apply it to my next couple of games. I probably would be doing a little better if so. Although, honestly, my differentials would probably be worse as a result. But that's just kind of the Pokemon player I am. I'm probably, like, moving forward, and you're not gonna see it for week 4, because I already did my match. I'm probably gonna look into, like, doing prep and stuff, because I want to be a strong contender as we get into the second half of the league. And it's gonna be a little awkward, especially because I am going to be going on vacation in the middle of it. But we will see what happens. Had tournament nerves and fighting games, but draft is way more. Yeah, it's tough. I'm not used to best of 1 either. And, like, if you ask me, I would probably prefer best of 3 anytime, but, Sienna has done more Draft League stuff, so I trust her call on doing best of 1. I'm gonna trust in the plan. Because I'm not a Draft League player, I wouldn't know, like, what Pokemon gets what tier, I don't know which format would be best. So, I trust her wholeheartedly. And I think it's been paying off. I think this has been a real fun event so far. It's not actually that late, though. Am I winning? Not currently, but I'm not out of the runnings. I'm not out of the runnings yet. Big issue is that best of 3 would need, like, potentially up to 3 times the team building. Kinda true. I was just assuming it would be same team. That's what my, like, thought was. It would be, like, yeah, just the same team each time. It'd be fucked up if you could change your team 3 times. It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Since it's not late, though, I have a time to, like, do something real and not just, like, bullshit, like, oh, here's TF2 again. I mean, TF2 is always fun. But let's do something different tonight. Let's do something different. Who's feeling it? Are you feeling the mega energy? Are you feeling his mega energy? You know him. You love him. I think that we are going to switch to Mega Man 3. And thank you, Tristana, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Dummy Thick, earlier for the follow. But we're gonna do Mega Man 3, because that is the next game in the Mega Man series that I have not played. I played Mega Man 3 once, and I stopped at the Doc Robo stages because I didn't like them. Who is this Robot Master? Dr. Man, I guess? I don't know. Maybe. Could be. Holy shit, that's so loud. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. I gotta be honest. I gotta use the bathroom. When we come back, we will start Mega Man 3. See you in a second.